Hey guys, welcome back to Pwn TV. It's your host, Mr. Overgriff, and I'm here making a really quick video about a previous video that I posted where I'm getting a lot of feedback, mostly negative feedback, which I'm used to at this point, so I went ahead and pinned the one that said you're annoying. It's pinned by Mr. Overgriff. So basically, this is basically a video of me telling the normal community of my viewers, Final Fantasy XI viewers, that this Reddit post is a bit wrong in some regards, but a bit right in other regards. And I made some comments in this video about how Paladin doesn't really need a specific sub job. And this one person pointed out that subbing White Mage on Paladin gives me Tranquil Heart. So I did my homework on Tranquil Heart, and I found out that Tranquil Heart is not that big of a deal. If we pull it up here, it says that you only get a tier 1 if you sub White Mage, just like Red and Scholar. And basically what it does is that 500 magic skill, healing magic skill, it gives minus 25% enmity, okay? So basically minus 25 enmity at 500 skill. Well, as my Paladin, I'm typically rocking 400 skill, so you're probably looking at a fraction of that. So let's say it's 20 minus 20 enmity. Really quick, that seems about right. If I have 400 skill and 500 is the cap to reach 25 enmity, well, I guess that means at 400 skill, it's about 20 enmity. Well, let me go ahead and show you an item that has 20 plus enmity on it that allows me to do the sub White Mage. This is Gang. This is your mythic sword for Paladin. People get this sword basically because it has physical damage tier 2 minus 18% on it. That is extremely useful because that stacks onto your native 50 that you're given as a cap, which allows you to have a 68% physical damage taken minus. And the icing on the cake is that it has enmity plus 23 on it. So it basically counters the fact that you have Tranquil Heart on your character when you're subbing White Mage. So you can see here, if I go down, I have Tranquil Heart, reduces enmity gain when casting healing magic. So that means that when I'm casting healing magic, I have minus enmity. That's it. So my Cure 4 doesn't generate as much enmity as it normally would, but I have gear that allows me to augment the enmity, which would counteract that Tranquil Heart effect, okay? To some extent. But also just note that the Tranquil Heart is really just for healing spells, you guys. Everything else that you do, it doesn't worry about Tranquil Heart at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to a zone in Rizenjima, and I'm going to fight a monster. Just one monster. Let's go to number 9, because they have really tanky monsters at number 9. It's nighttime. It should still be nighttime, so I should be able to actually pull... Did I go to 9? I meant to go... That's not the right one. I meant to go to 6. My bad. So let's go to 6 really quick, because I'm not going to spawn a boss. That would take too long to demonstrate how Tranquil Heart actually interacts with Paladin. So you can see that I have August in my party. Normally in a party, you're not going to have a Paladin in your group. You're going to have like a warrior or dark knight or samurai that's trying to take hate off of you. Not another Paladin, right? But I'm using this trust as a demonstration since I don't have time to find somebody to join my party for this quick video. So this trust is going to kind of emulate a warrior or a dark knight or a samurai, simply because he's going to be able to provoke, which kind of generates a hate spike, similar to how like a warrior would use his weapon skill to generate a hate spike. Trust me, you guys, if you watch my videos, I can easily take hate off of a warrior with Chango or a samurai with Dojiri or whatever. It doesn't matter. I can take hate off of them. All that sub White Mage is doing is it's gimping my Cure 4 spell. You can see here that my Cure 4 spell's not getting hate almost every time. If I spam it enough, I get hate, but I lose hate really quick because of Tranquil Heart. Okay? So that is a fact. But guess what Tranquil Heart doesn't actually stop me from doing? It doesn't stop me from doing Rampart. It literally does nothing to Rampart, and it does nothing to Sentinel. If I use Rampart and Sentinel, now he just provoked, so I'm going to have a little bit more trouble getting the hate back since he used Rampart and Sentinel. So I'll go ahead and put on my TP set so I can get more swings in, which would add enmity to my character since my Gang is 23 enmity. The more that it swings, the more likely I am to actually pull a hate back. I'm actually going to use Flash as well because this tank is really doing a good job holding hate off of me. But I'm just going to prove that you don't... It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter that I have a Paladin. Hopefully it doesn't matter. I have to do this without spamming cure spells because Tranquil Heart's gonna nerf my cure spell. And this Naraka's almost dead. So it's looking pretty bad. Let me use Crusade. And I will use Divine Emblem. And I will use Enlight 2 as well. And I will haste myself. Since I'm sub-White Mage, I can haste myself. And so I'm getting out-provoked and out-tanked, basically because this guy's spamming provoke. That's not typically going to be the situation that I'm in. So maybe using August is a really bad example. But let's just see. Challenge accepted. Let's see if I can pull hate, right? So I have all of my buffs on. Let's see if I can keep hate off of August. Okay. I'm just going to use everything, including my SP. That probably did pull hate. And fuck it, I'll just keep spamming Cure 4 on myself. And on August. I know that it's really gimped, but actually here, I'll tell you what. Let's disengage. This way, August doesn't have a way to actually pull hate again because he can't provoke while he's disengaged. So this would be similar to like, if the warrior in your party pulled hate, he would just turn his back to the monster and not attack the monster. And so the goal here is to actually prove that I can get hate back. So if this monster turns around at all while I'm casting my cure spells, it's because the actual other person in my party lost enmity, and he lost enmity to a Paladin White Mage with Tranquil Heart. That's what I'm going to prove, that even casting cure spells with minus 20 enmity, about minus 20 enmity, is going to be enough to actually take the hate back off of the target. Look, there it goes. So I can move to this side, and you can clearly see that the Naraka is actually focusing me and not August now. And that's with Tranquil Heart. So obviously, if since I barely took hate back, I don't have hate locked on myself, so if I aggro and he provokes, I'm going to lose hate again. Okay? But I can simply do the exact same thing again, right here. All I need to do is just keep casting those cure spells with or without Tranquil Heart. And it doesn't matter, because it's just a number. That just means that I have to cast more cure spells to generate the hate. But I can also generate the hate with Shield Bash. I can generate the hate with Intervene. I can generate the hate with Sentinel, with Rampart. Like, it doesn't matter, okay? So August needs to stop following me, stay on that side of the monster. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use a Revitalizer, and I'm going to use Sentinel Rampart. And that's with sub-White Mage, and that's not affected by Tranquil Heart at all. So here we go, here's Sentinel, and here's Rampart. Typically that pulls hate, and there you go. So I pulled hate again on the monster with sub-White Mage with Tranquil Heart, okay? So those of you who think that subbing White Mage is a terrible thing to do, it's only terrible if there's another person in your party spamming Provoke. That's the only time it's ever going to be relevant. If they're actually trying to shed hate like they should be by turning away from the monster, by not attacking the monster, by not doing anything other than lose hate, then the Paladin can simply pull hate back with any number of cure spells and or any number of job abilities and or flash and or crusade or haste plus Burt Gang to the face over and over again. Like, there's so many different ways to pull hate in this game. It's just ridiculous, okay? So I flashed, and now I'm going to engage again. And I'm probably going to lose hate one more time because he's going to provoke as soon as I engage. But let's see if I can actually prevent that from happening. I got interrupted. Great. Fantastic. So Paladin Red Mage is pretty strong as well because you get interrupted a lot less. So I do like Paladin Red Mage as well. Look, that provoke didn't even pull hate. So I can go ahead and atonement here. And he just used a TP move to reset hate on me. And he's dead, unfortunately. So we can't keep testing, but you get the idea. Like, I could sit here and demonstrate this all day, that Paladin can sub White Mage no problem, and we'll still hold hate. So anyway, I've got to go. I've got a plan here in a few minutes, so I need to leave. And thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I appreciate the views. Leave me some comments on what you think, and keep it real, man. Don't sub warrior to everything. It's not needed.